Let's take what we learned in the last video a step further with our unique selling proposition. This again is similar but a little different. It's what separates us from the competition. And knowing this will help us sell our products and services in the way that we use copy and language to determine why we're different, in our personality and our style. So the first question is, what other companies are similar to you? By knowing this, we'll be able to understand how we can differentiate ourselves from them. So for Video School Online, there's two companies that come to mind. One is Wistia.com and the other is Craftsy.com. What you should do is actually write down what these companies do really well. So for Wistia, what they do really well is they put out really high quality video content. So their content marketing strategy includes a lot of videos. They're highly professional. Also, they have a great personality and a great tone that runs through not only their videos, but also their blog articles. Now, what doesn't Wistia do that well? Well, in truth, they're actually not an online learning company. They're not just a media company. They build tools that help video creators, but they're not going after that target audience. So while they put out a lot of content and they could really do well in that industry, in the online learning market, that's not where they're focused. Now let's look at Craftsy. Craftsy is an amazing company with, again, lots and lots of courses, high quality teachers on thousands of topics, which is a benefit, but also that's something that detracts from them. Because if you're just going in to learn one topic, then perhaps you might be bombarded with all these other things that you're not interested in. So that's one area where they've taken the whole crafty idea and gone crazy with it. They have classes on everything. And while, yes, some people might like crocheting and baking pies, not everyone's going to like all of their topics. So that's one area where Video School Online could be better, I think, with a more focused catalog of media. Craftsy also is really good at social media. So I've gotten a lot of inspiration from Craftsy for my own, using things like Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook groups, and even some of the way they create their YouTube videos for inspiration. And this is what it's all about, looking at companies not as just competitors, but as inspiration. But the next question is, why is your company different? And why would someone buy my product or service, which is online courses, compared to another company? And what I believe is that, well, Video School Online courses are more focused. Like I mentioned, that's one area we do better. It's more just for visually creative people, even though we are expanding. And that's one of the biggest problems we're dealing with right now, is expanding to other areas and how do we cater all of our audiences. But that's one area we're trying to be more focused. And also our courses are more affordable compared to Craftsy's. Let's look at a few case studies to better explain this. First, we have FedEx, who says when it absolutely positively has to be there overnight. They're trying to set themselves apart from other companies, private or even government companies that might not be able to get the packages overnight guaranteed. M&M's, the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not your hand. So they're competing and setting themselves apart from other chocolate companies that sell chocolate that melts in your hand on a hot day. Kiva, there are plenty of places to loan money for a profit. There are also plenty of places to donate money to help change people's lives. What about loaning money to change lives? That's where Kiva comes in. So they're kind of setting themselves apart for two different types of people. People who like loaning out money as an investment to gain more money. Also people who just like helping other people out and donating money. So they come in at this crossroads and provide a product or a service for that. Tom's shoes. Tom's shoes are quirky, comfy, light, and inexpensive. That alone maybe isn't enough to make a company stand out in the shoe business. The most unique and compelling part of the Tom's shoes story is that they give a new pair of shoes to a child in need for every pair you purchase. That's a great, unique selling proposition. And other companies have taken this and ran with it as well. Buying glasses, they'll send a pair of glasses to someone in need. But this is really something that people can get behind, and it gives you a reason to purchase this company's product or service. And that's what it's all about. It's the reason they buy Tom shoes versus Vans or Nikes. Lastly, let's look at Video School Online. Learn creative skills wherever and whenever you want. Go from absolute beginner to advanced mastery. So that first part is wherever, whenever. That's competing, differentiating us from traditional schools, traditional education. And then going from absolute beginner to advanced mastery, that's where we're trying to separate ourselves from other online media publishers. Because a lot of those publishers put out beginner classes, or they just put out advanced classes, and they don't go through the entire process for the learner. So that's where we're trying to come in and differentiate ourselves. Why are you different? Start brainstorming your own unique selling proposition, because if you know that, and if you have one, you're going to do very well in your business.